Okay, good morning. Today is Friday and it's the first day of the month. And we're almost halfway through 2026. It's already May 1st today. And I'm welcoming everyone in our live session right now. We have here Jean, Joe Angeline, Kay, and Zyro. Did I pronounce your names correctly? I hope I did. So I'm Coach Shannon. My name is Shannon Estino, and I'm one of the coaches at 9.09er English Cabanatuan branch alongside with Sir Kevin Manglobdan. You will be seeing Sir Kevin in the following week. As of now, he has a lot of agendas to attend to, so he is not seen for the last 2 weeks, but you will meet him next week. I'm sure of that. So before we begin today's lecture, I'd like to give a little bit of a motivational talk because a lot of you you have started your IELTS journey just recently. Am I right about that? Most of you dito, mga bagong students lang. And somehow, this is the point wherein you feel a little bit lost. You feel like I really need guidance. I really need a lot of motivation for IELTS because I was overwhelmed with how difficult IELTS is. I did not expect it to be that challenging. So now I feel like I'm struggling with my IELTS. You may have done several mock tests already and you feel like you're stuck, your numbers, your scores are not getting any better. The techniques don't seem to be working, okay? Why? Why is that happening? I feel stuck. Or pwede rin namang you've been here for months, you've been studying for months, but you still feel stuck, okay? But I would like you to ask yourself a very important question, first of all, okay? I want you to ask yourself, let's do a little bit of self-evaluation. What am I doing today which will benefit me at the time that I take my IELTS? What am I doing today that can help me reach my target band score? Maybe your daily habits, study habits in particular, are not sustainable enough. That's why your consistency level is very low. What are you prioritizing? Are you prioritizing doom scrolling? Are you prioritizing something else aside from your review? Because the moment that you started your review for IELTS, you should do it continuously, not to kill the momentum in anything you put your head into, whether it's weight loss, whether it's learning a new skill, whether it's learning a new language, improving your English, reviewing for IELTS. When you begin, make sure that you're holistically ready for it. Meaning, you're mentally prepared, you're emotionally ready, you're physically aligned to what you're doing. Because if not, you will just feel stuck the whole time. When you're locked in to your IELTS review, make sure that you stay consistent and locked in, right? Because whenever we keep stopping along the way, many of you will be thinking, I paid for a 1 year validity IELTS review, so I can take my time. But based on my experience, based on the students that I've handled, those who succeed less are those who were not consistent enough. Kasi bigla na lang hindi susulpot ng 2 linggo, hindi magpapa-coaching, paalala ang mga coach, make sure that you undergo coaching every week. Kasi ma'am, so many other excuses. I understand most of you here, maybe you're studying, maybe you're an employee, maybe you have your own business, maybe you've just started a family. But the thing is, if you really want something to happen, If you have a certain goal, you have to make sure that you're locked in, you're holistically ready for it, so that everything you do will align towards your goal. Because if you don't stay consistent, results will not be successful. You won't get the results that you want. So evaluate yourself. Cut out the bad habits. I don't know what they are specifically, but you know yourself more than anyone. What are the excuses that I keep making that hinder me from reaching my goal? Okay? Depende kasi ang pacing nyo sa initial level nyo sa English proficiency. Hindi porket si Jean, 2 months lang niya nakuha yung IELTS, it means that everyone else can do it in 2 months. No. Pwedeng si Zyro, it took him 6 months maybe. Okay? But that's okay. Because everyone started somewhere. Baka kasi si Jean, nagsimula siya with an advanced level in English. Kaya 2 months lang, nagamay na niya yung IELTS. Let's say si Zyro, nag-start siya sa upper beginner level. It's okay. You need to take your time. As long as you don't give up on it. Okay? So it's just sad that I've seen a lot of students coming back and forth and eventually not continuing their IELTS journey. You paid for how much? 7,500? I don't know how much the review fee is anymore, but I heard na magkakaroon ng price increase. So, nag-invest ka na lang din ng pera, ng panahon, ng oras, ng effort. Ituloy-tuloy mo na until the finish line, right? Okay, I'm sorry for that interruption. Okay, so let's continue. As mentioned earlier, Vocabulary 1 is already posted on our YouTube channels. I've recently just posted that because last week lang naman yung lecture na yun. So, first, before we continue with the Vocabulary 2 lecture, I would like to share the importance of vocabulary for IELTS. Both in writing and speaking, vocabulary accounts for 25% of your score. Your lexical resource is very important in all 4 components, but they're graded 25% of your score in writing and in speaking. So it's not just part of the IELTS. It is actually the backbone of how you express your thoughts clearly. Okay? You know, your ideas are powerful. Your ideas are creative and unique. But if you do not have the right words to express those ideas will all be trapped in your mind. That's how important vocabulary is. So, the reason why 25% of your score is vocabulary, it's because examiners want to see your level of Lexis. Okay? What are the words that you can use effectively? And what are the words that limit you from expressing yourself? Because proficiency level in a language has a lot to do with your vocabulary knowledge. That's why even though vocabulary lectures are mostly considered as minor lectures, still remember the fact that vocabulary is the backbone of IELTS, of your IELTS score, okay? This is particularly very important for those who are taking the academic test, especially in writing task 2, wherein you are required to write essays which require you to level up your vocabulary because you need to use academically inclined vocabulary. So instead of using simple and basic phrases and terms, if you could use more complex and higher level, advanced level of words, definitely you can score higher in your IELTS writing. Okay? So today we're going to talk about common incorrect usage of words, phrasal verbs, idioms, and collocations. Hopefully we can cover everything within the next 1.5 hour. Am I right? It's already 10, so we end at 11:30. Okay. There is a variety of English used in the Philippines by the media and the vast majority of educated Filipinos. Yes, this is what you call Filipino English slangs. Yung mga nakasanayan na nating words na buong akala natin, buong buhay natin tama. For example, the word comfort room, CR for short, di ba? Ma'am, CR lang ako ha. Ma'am, can you excuse me? I just need to go to the CR. If you tell a foreigner you need to go to the CR, they will just look at you blankly and like, what is she saying? What do you mean CR? What is a CR? Okay. CR or comfort room is not used in international English. It is just a Filipino slang na ginamit ng mga Filipino up to this very day. And we have just gotten used to the term CR, comfort room, but the correct usage is washroom, or toilet. Okay? In other countries such as European countries, they call it bathtub. I mean bathroom because they have bathtubs in there. Di ba? Very shala sila. May mga bathtubs kasi sila. So I used to think, this is a fun fact. My childhood years were spent abroad, so there it's really common to have bathtubs in washrooms or toilets. Okay? Because I think it's standard there, but in the Philippines, when you have a bathtub in your house, you're considered as mayaman, diba? But definitely in other countries, normal lang naman ang bathtub. But yeah, they call it bathroom in other countries because every washroom has a bathtub, right? Okay. So we also have what we call code mixing. All right. What are the common words na nako-code mix natin? Actually, right now, check yourself. Kaya mo ba bang mag-straight na Tagalog? Kaya mo bang magsalita ng Tagalog ng hindi hinahaluan ng English? Because that's what code mixing is. All right? I feel like nobody can do that anymore, at least in our generation. Like Gen Zs, millennials, hindi na natin kayang hindi haluan ng ibang, we can even mix Espanol, like Spanish words, English words in our Tagalog, right? Siguro yung mga nasa generation ng mga parents natin or mga grandparents, yun, kaya pa nilang hindi mag-code mix. Pero tayo kasi, we are all used to it. But of course, in IELTS, you should not, okay? Whenever you mention Filipino terms during your speaking and writing, definitely you will get lower score. You can't use Filipino words when undergoing your IELTS because it's an English proficiency test. Now, using Philippine language in an English proficiency test, what do you think would be your fate after that, right? So this is an example of code mixing. Alam mo, kahit gaano kaganda ang ideas mo, kung kulang ka sa words, parang hindi rin siya fully maipapahayag. Sayang yung thought. O, di ba? Ilang words ang ginamit ko na English? Ideas, words, fully, thought. That's what you call code mixing. And sometimes we tend to do that. Why? Because we lack proper vocabulary. We lack knowledge of the right vocabulary. Hindi natin maisip agad-agad. So parang nahihinto tayo, na dead air na lang bigla at napapatitig na lang kay examiner during the interview. And we don't want that to happen. So first, we will be discussing the common and correct usage of words. Marami to. Okay? So, these are the common Pinoy mistakes. Kasi ang mga Filipino, mahilig mag-combine ng words like apartel, condotel. Yung apartment tsaka hotel, pinagsama ginawang apartel. But there is no such word as apartel. The correct term is apartment hotel. Alright? Even sa names, ganyan ang mga Filipino. Yung name ng tatay at saka ng nanay, pagsasamahin para maging name ng anak. Okay? For example, Eileen and Mark. Mylene ang magiging pangalan ng anak, 'di ba? Mark yung tatay, Eileen yung nanay, Mylene naman ang anak. Tama ba? Di ba ganon? I feel, hindi naman ako sa nakokornihan, pero cute naman siya, right? Pero happy ako sa name ko na my mom got it from a famous, she's not Filipino, I'm sorry. She used to be a famous American actress, Shannon Doherty. However, she's already passed away. But during my childhood, napanood ko pa siya. Anyways, I won't go off topic. Baby bus. Okay. Isi-skip ko yung mga hindi naman na ginagamit ng karamihan kasi yung ibang terms dito, medyo yung nasa higher generation pa eh. Like yung mga baby boomers or mas angat pa na generation, ginagamit nila yung baby bus and stuff like that. Pero focus ako sa mga words na hanggang ngayon, nagkakamali pa rin ng mga Pilipino, okay? So, yung word na big time, madalas naririnig nyo yan ha, kapag meron kayong mga kamag-anak. When you have relatives from abroad, or probably you have friends who nakaka-LL sa life, right? Or medyo bumingo talaga pagdating sa career, tawag natin sa kanila, big time ka na, 'di ba? Wow, big time. It means they are high profile, rich, and wealthy, or maraming pera. But of course, we should not use this term. Instead, we should use the word rich, elite, high profile, pwede rin namang well off. Okay? You can also use the term well off. Her family is kind of well off. Nawala. Pwede rin namang wealthy. Okay. Next is the word biscuit. Ang totoong biscuit ay bizcocho. Okay? Why Filipinos call biscuit everything biscuits? Okay? As we all know, most Filipinos like to buy yung naka-pail or yung naka-can na malaki na lagayan ng iba't ibang assorted like cookies, crackers, biscuits, wafer. Alam niyo yon, yun yung pasalubong sa matatanda, right? Like, pag binilan mo yung lola mo ng ganon, parang sobrang matutuwa siya sa'yo. You know what I'm talking about, guys, right? So, actually, inside that container, there are various sweets, okay? There are cookies, there's wafer, probably biscuits, crackers, and the list goes on. But be specific with what kind of food you're talking about. Not everything in that container is a biscuit. Okay. Next, we have the word blow out. Hey, I heard that you got promoted. Blow out, blow out. Usually we don't notice that we make that mistake unconsciously because it's already part of our culture that the word blowout means manlibre, right? But actually, blowout should not be used. It should be host a party or take us out on a treat. Take us out on a treat. Treat us. Or treat us dinner. Or cover our lunch. Yan yung mga common expressions kung gusto mo magpalibre. Ito yung mga tama, okay? Treat us dinner, cover our lunch. Yan. Okay? Bold. Yung word naman na bold. Nakasanayan ng mga Pilipino na gamitin yung word na bold when they're pertaining to pornographic materials online or whatsoever, or movies, videos. Okay? Pero ang tamang term ay nude. Nudity, pornography, right? Bold actually means to be brave. It's so bold of you to tell her that she looks bad in that dress. Okay? Ibig sabihin nun, uy, matapang ka, very straightforward ka, ha? It was very bold of you to tell her that she didn't look good in in that dress. Yan yung tamang paggamit ng bold. I am I am very I look up to a man who is bold and responsible, who can speak boldly about his love for a woman. Ibig sabihin, kaya niyang ipakita at sabihin in a bold way. Okay? Okay, let's move on to the next list. Ang mga i-discuss natin sa list na to ay car park, calling card, and ito. Yan. So, dun muna tayo sa boundary. When we say boundary, there is a limitation. Okay? In the past, Filipinos would use the term boundary kasi dati nauuso pa yung pagpaparkila ng kanilang mga sasakyan, like mga XLT, tricycle, and then magbabayad sila sa owner ng certain fee. Okay? So, yung owner, i-collect niya yung mga bayad, yung mga boundary ng mga tricycle driver, XLT driver. Bayad nila yon sa pag-rent ng sasakyan kasi they couldn't afford to buy their own at that time. But now that culture is not being practiced anymore, as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. If it's still practiced, maybe yes, in some parts of the Philippines. But in my hometown, hindi na yun pinapractice because everyone else can afford to buy their own vehicles since nauso naman na yung mga buy now, pay later, or yung mga installment na payment, di ba? Ganon, okay. So, let's not use the word boundary for that. Instead, when we say boundary, it's a limitation. Okay? In countries, we have boundaries, and that's how we identify if a certain place is still have inhabitable for certain people. Okay? Bottomless. Okay, so when we say bottomless, usually your parents or yung mga grandparents nyo, pagkasama nyo sila sa mga at restaurants, when they read the menu, hahanapin nila talaga, is there bottomless iced tea or Coca-Cola, right? Are you offering bottomless iced tea? Because makakatipid nga naman kung hindi ka na bibili ng extra drinks. Because when you pay for extra drinks, that's like 80 to 100 pesos per person. So kung 10 kayo, 800 yon or 1,000 din yon. So malaking tipid nga naman if you order a refillable drink. However, hindi tamang gamitin yung word na bottomless. Instead, refillable or unlimited, probably you could use that term. Okay? Next is the calling card. Nowadays, I don't even save contacts on my phone anymore. Right? I only use Messenger or any messaging app to contact people because most of the time we have data connection. Malls have free Wi-Fi. Fast food chains have free Wi-Fi. I experienced that McDonald's has recently added Wi-Fi at their chains, right? Amazing. I love McDonald's. Nag-promote. Pero 'di ba, napansin nyo, most McDonald's have Wi-Fi nowadays. Kinakalaban talaga nilang Jollibee. Pero sino kayang mas malakas sa dalawa na 'yon? How about you guys? Do you prefer McDonald's or Jollibee? Comment down below. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do that. So, it's not a calling card. It's actually called a business card because in on the business card, you have the email address, you have the contact number, you have the full name of the person, the logo, and all that. So, hindi lang naman siya kailangan tawagan, hindi lang naman number ang makikita nyo dun. You will also see the other details of the person you're going to transact with. Okay? Car park is incorrect, definitely. It's called parking lot or parking area. Meet me at the parking area of the hotel or of the mall. Ganyan. Huy, ba't kayo magmi-meet sa parking area? Just kidding. Meron palang ano, no? Monkey business. Okay. Anyone would like to ask for clarification or is everything good as of the moment?
Good naman po.
Oh, thank you for the feedback. Okay. So here we're going to focus on carnapper, cotton bud. Skip na natin tong comfort room. I did this earlier with you guys. I explained it. Ayan, sige. Ang haba kasi ng listahan na to. If we cover everything, we might not be able to finish until the end. So, carnapping, everyone thinks that it's a correct terminology. Why? Because of the word holdapper, kidnapper, right? Unfortunately, mali ang word na carnapper. You should use car thief instead or motor vehicle theft for carnapping. Motor vehicle theft, hindi pag sinabing motor, hindi ibig sabihin single na agad ha. We call it motor vehicle because it's any vehicle that uses a motor. Okay? So it's a car, it's a pickup truck,
Lolita, right?
or an electronic bicycle, probably. Okay?
Elinda Ames po.
Right. Now, I would like to focus on this. Close the light, close the TV, computer, patayin ang ilaw. Kasi sa Tagalog, patayin mo na yung TV. 'Di ba? Ganon ang sinasabi ng mga parents natin. Lalo na kung hindi mo naman ginagamit, nagse-cellphone ka lang naman. Sino yung guilty dito? Naka-on yung TV, pero nagse-cellphone lang naman, right? So, the right term is turn off. Turn off the light, turn off the TV, any electrical device that you use, we say turn it off or turn it on kapag i-on naman, okay? So, tandaan nyo, hindi siya close the light, close the computer. Wrong, wrong, wrong. It's turn off, turn on. Next, we have cotton bud, cotton bond, Q-Tix. Lahat ng to, ano kasi yan? Brand sila ng cotton swab, bond paper, at saka nail polish. Names to ng mga brands. Okay? So, ang common terms sa kanila is cotton swab, bond paper, at saka nail polish. So, wag natin gamitin tong mga terms na to. And for this one, focus tayo sa drink your medicine, entertain, fill up. Ayan, dito tayo magpo-focus. Drink your medicine. Why do you think, so sino makakasagot na to ng tama? Tingnan natin. Why do you think it's wrong to say drink your medicine? Why? Sobrang common na nito. Like, everyone says this. Why would it be wrong? So, anybody? Please volunteer, or else I'm gonna ask someone to answer. Joe Angeline, can you elaborate your answer, please?
Kasi po kapag parang drink mo liquid like water or juice, pero pagka kasi take your medicine, parang refer nyo na i-eat mo yung medicine.
Okay, that's a very good answer. Drink your medicine is specifically used if your medicine is in liquid form, like a syrup. Or yung mga minamelt. Like, di ba may mga ganong vitamins and medicine na ilulubog mo lang sa tubig and then melt siya doon. Magdi-dissolve, I'm sorry. Bakit melt? Magdi-dissolve siya and then it's drinkable. However, hindi naman lahat ng medicine ay ganun yung form. May mga tablets, may mga capsules, may mga injectables. So, it's supposed to be a general term, take your medicine. All right? Next, we have the term entertain. Hey, can you please go and entertain your guests? No, that's not the right term, because entertaining someone means you're gonna make that person feel entertained. So, sasayawan mo siya? Di ba? Aaliwin mo ba siya sa pamamagitan ng pagkanta? No, right? An entertainer does that. However, if you have a guest at home and you're the host, you're going to assist your guests, okay? And if you are staff at a hotel or in any customer service industry, you have to assist your guests. You have to assist the customer, assist the client, right? So, wag natin gamitin yung word na entertain. Fill up or accomplish the forms. This has been a very common mistake among a lot of Filipinos. So, syempre, kahit alam mo naman na yung tamang term ay fill out. Ito, fill out. Pag nasa pag-ibig ka ba or SSS, syempre hindi mo na i-correct yung katabi mo pag sinabi niyang fill up, di ba? Para namang nakakahiya naman yun. But, ikaw sa sarili mo, alam mo na ang tamang term ay fill out the forms or documents. Kasi pag sinabi natin fill something up, it means there's a container and you fill it up with something. Like a glass of water, you're filling it up with water. Okay? Next is the term for a while. Most of the time, in the customer service, they would ask you to wait. And they would use this term, for a while, please. Ma'am, for a while po. Actually, it's wrong. Because when we use the term for a while, it actually means you have to wait for a couple of days. Okay? So, ang tamang term ay, please wait, hold on, hang on, hold on a minute. Could you give me a minute? Could you give me a second? Something like that. Okay? And then we have the term go ahead. So go ahead, it actually means leave in advance. Okay? I'll go ahead. I'll go before you now. So, ginagamit natin siya when we say na mauna na ako, I'll go ahead. Pero ang tama is um I'll go before you now. Okay? Okay. Okay. Hand carry. For those who love to travel, you may have used this term, hand carry, a lot of times in a wrong way, right? Because we are accustomed to this term. So the right term is carry-on luggage. Make sure that your carry-on luggage is not more than 7 kilograms. And the question, how does she look? Kasi pag sinabi mong, how does she look? Paano ba siya tumingin? Yun yung Tagalog translation nun. Paano ba siya tumingin? But the right term is, what does she look like? You're asking the person to describe someone else. What does he look like? Is he tall? Is he short? Does he have gray hair, black hair, blonde hair? Okay, that's answerable by the question, what does he or she look like? And then we have live in. Ayan. When two people are living in one house together, tawag sa kanila ay live-in partners. All our lives, we thought that that is the right term, but unfortunately, I hate to break it to you guys, but the right term is common law partner. She's my common law partner. He's my common law partner. Okay? And then for master's degree, we have bachelor's degree, master's degree, and doctorate degree. Hindi siya masteral, doctoral, okay? It's master's and doctorate. And then we have mineral water. Mineral water, not all bottled water is mineral, okay? May iba't ibang classification yan. If you read the bottle if you read the bottles, you will find out that may iba't iba silang content at specification, so hindi lahat mineral water. So that's why you have to use the generic term, which is bottled water. And as mentioned earlier, mga Pilipino kasi, oh, paano ka uwi? May motor ako. Whether you have a single motorcycle or a tricycle or a car, it's still a motor. Okay? So be specific. If it's a motorcycle, it means ito yung nakasingle ka. Okay? Okay, so we have here Photoshop. Ngayon kasi hindi na Photoshop yung ginagamit natin na term pag edited yung picture or yung graphics, edited siya or digitally created. Tawag na natin ngayon, uy, AI lang yan. 'Di ba? Pero nung panahon na Photoshop pa lang ang nauuso sa pag-edit, Adobe Photoshop. 'Di ba? Yun yung brand nung application na ginagamit, Adobe Photoshop. So, kaya akala ng lahat, pina-Photoshop mo lang yun. Ba't nawala yung mga chismis mo sa face? Ganyan. Ba't parang pumayat ka? Ba't parang naging Barbie arms? Naku, Photoshop lang yan. Pero actually, the right term is to be digitally edited. It's a digitally edited image. Or AI-generated image na lang talaga sa panahon ngayon. In 2025, nag-start yan. So, up to 2026, we're still in the AI era. I mean, it will go beyond this era, by the way. Anyways, we have the word pictorial. I used to think na pictorial din talaga yung tawag doon. But the real term is photo shoot. It's a photo shoot. What is the meaning of pictorial? Let's check. A pictorial is a way of explaining something with the use of pictures. So halimbawa, I'm explaining teacher ako sa isang public school at nag-present ako ng ng pictures sa board or sa TV. When I use pictures to explain my lesson, that is a pictorial. So hindi siya yung iniisip nyo na mag-hire ako ng photographer para sa prenup namin, iba't iba kaming sets. Yung unang set, fairy ang theme. Yung pangalawang set, casual. Yung pangatlong set, formal. Ganyan. Akala natin yun yung pictorial eh. Pero hindi pala. Ibig sabihin pala ng pictorial, when someone is using photos to explain something. So the right term here is to have a photo shoot. Okay? Either in a studio or in a different venue. It's called a photo shoot. And then PowerPoint. Microsoft PowerPoint is the brand of or the name of the application itself. We have Shai and Nina. Hindi ko pa rin kayo nakikilala, guys. Are you new students? Welcome to the live, by the way. Okay. Slideshow presentation. Nowadays, I am more accustomed to using Google Slides or Canva to make presentations. So, hindi lang naman Microsoft PowerPoint ang available ngayon for presentations, right? We have a vast list, a big, long list of options nowadays. Kayo ba, ano gamit nyo? Ako, it's either Google Slides or Canva because tinatamad na akong mag-download at mag-save pa ng files. You know, once you have the internet, you can access just by clicking, right? The link. Like right now, I'm using Canva. This is Canva. And the good thing about Canva, ang ganda ng mga ino-offer nilang graphics. So sometimes I don't have to waste my time designing or editing the graphics anymore because Canva is so convenient, isn't it? The downside of Canva and Google Slides is that without the internet, you can't access the slideshow anymore. However, if you have Microsoft PowerPoint, even without the internet, you can still present. Well, anyways, you can still download your Canva. I don't know if Google Slides are downloadable, but I think Canva presentations are downloadable. Okay? And this term, presidentiable. Hopefully, nakikinig kayong lahat mabuti kasi may quiz tayo after nito. Presidentiable ang tawag sa mga kumakandidato, but the correct term is presidential candidate. Presidential candidate. So, hindi siya presidentiable. Maraming Pilipino nasanay na sa term na presidentiable, pero it's a wake-up call for you to know na hindi siya presidentiable. Okay? Rubber shoes. Not anymore. Hindi lahat ng athletic shoes ay rubber. Hindi na made of rubber lahat. Iba-ibang materials na. Okay? So, the generic term for it is sneakers, athletic shoes, or gym shoes. Kahit anong material, it's safe to say that it's sneakers, athletic shoes, or gym shoes. Understandable na yung terms na to, you use it for athleisure, right? You use it for sports. You use it for heavy-duty activities. Okay, how about this word salvage? Ipasalvage na natin yan. Ganun, okay? So, actually, this word means to rescue or to save. It's the opposite of what we assumed it to be. We assumed that the word salvage means ipapatay or to use violence to kill or execute someone. But the right term is, do we still have a chance to salvage this project? Ibig sabihin, to save it. Okay, senatoriable, same explanation as presidentiable. Scotch tape, alam nyo naman na hindi naman yan pwede kasi Scotch is the brand of the tape. So it should be adhesive tape. Sign pen, no, because like a ball pen, iba-iba na tayo ng pen na available. May sign pen, may gel pen, may ball pen, may electric, mechanical pen, diba? So, just say the word pen. Okay? Stoplight. Bakit mali gamitin yung stoplight? Malamang, hindi lang naman stop ang ilaw sa traffic light, di ba? May go, may green, and meron din namang slow down, which is orange. So, ang tamang term ay traffic light. Take your seat, ibig sabihin nito, kumuha ka ng upuan. So, mali yun. Don't take your seat. It should be sit down. Traffic. Ito, very common to. Bakit ka na late? Traffic po kasi ma'am, pasensya na po. Sorry, it was traffic. No, the traffic is pertaining to the car's movement on the roads, on the streets, in highways. Yun yung daluyan ng mga sasakyan sa kalsada. Yun yung traffic. Now, if you want to be more specific about traffic, you should describe it as heavy traffic or light traffic. Okay? Today, there was heavy traffic because of the festival. Any questions? Okay. There's something about my coach. My coat, I mean. Coach kasi yung coat. It's really bothering me. I want to remove it because it's bothering me. Anyways, tuck in, out. Tuck in or untuck. That is the correct term. So, tuck in, tama lang naman. Yung untuck, yun yung i-reverse mo na. Or tatanggalin mo na, okay? So, bakit mali yung word na Tupperware? Brand ulit yan. So, dapat plastic container. Ngayon, may iba't iba na tayong container. Merong microwavable, merong plastic container, meron din namang glass container. Anything that you can use to store the food is a container. Okay? Vendo or vendo machine, hindi yan yung tamang term. It should be vending machine. Okay? Vulcanizing shop. An automobile and truck tire repair shop. Ang haba, no? Pwede namang vulcanizing shop. Sa Pilipinas, okay lang naman gamitin yan kasi everyone knows. Hindi ka rin naman maintindihan ng kausap mo kung sasabihin mo, "Hi, can I please find my way? Can you please help me find my way to an automobile and truck tire repair shop?" Baka mabwisit pa sa'yo yung kausap mo at hindi ka na lang talaga ituro dun sa vulcanizing shop. So, anyways, pero sa abroad, of course, you can't use the term vulcanizing shop. It should be automobile and truck tire repair shop. Or, you can just say a car repair shop. Okay? And then, where do you study? Bakit siya mali? Kasi studying is not just literal na taking up a course. Studying is pwedeng nagre-review ka lang or may inaaral ka lang, not specifically taking up a major or a degree. So, the right way to ask is, where do you go to school? What school do you go to? With regards, dapat walang S. Dapat with regard or as regards lang. And the word Xerox, alam naman natin, Xerox is the brand of the machine, of the photocopy machine, so it should be photocopier, okay? We have a small exercise, and after this exercise, we will go on a break. All right, number 1, Sige. Jean. Hi, Jean. Can you please answer number 1?
Number 1. Tomorrow we're going to start our dance rehearsal. Do not forget to bring your athletic shoes.
Okay, thank you so much. Mamaya natin malalaman kung tama siya. Joe Angeline, number 2.
Risa Hontiveros, Grace Poe, Cynthia Villar, and Nancy Binay are all senatorial candidates.
Okay, senatorial candidates. Number 3, si Kay.
To get to 9.09er Quezon Avenue branch from the MRT station, you have to pass by the overpass.
Na-skip ko yata tong word na to kanina. Pero sige, malalaman natin later. Number 4, Mina. Number 4, Mina. Number 4, Mina. Are you there? Okay. Francesca is taking up the last academic major for her master's degree. Number 5, Shy. How about you, Shy? Hello? Zyro. Number 5.
Kindly hand me the pen. I am standing beside the photocopier machine.
Okay, balik tayo kay Jean. Number 6.
Number 6, EJ is part of the music band called True Faith.
Okay, very good. Joe Angeline, number 7.
I'm late because I was stuck in the heavy traffic volume.
Okay, thank you so much. K for number 8.
Because Verna has a meeting with the managers of 9.09er, she is preparing her slideshow presentation for her business proposal.
Okay, thank you. Number 9, Zyro.
Can you read the signage that states no parking on either side?
And number 10, I would like to have bottomless iced tea. Just kidding. Refillable iced tea. Okay, let's check your answers, guys. So, number 1, athletic shoes. Tama. Number 2, senatorial candidates. Number 3, sorry, your answer was overpass, pero ang tama dyan, pedestrian overpass. Sorry din kasi hindi ko na-explain. Overpass pertains to any bridge na pwedeng tawiran, pwedeng sasakyan, pwedeng tao. So, to be specific, kasi dito sabi to get to 9.09er Avenue, Quezon Avenue branch, you have to pass by the pedestrian overpass. So, specific tayo na tao ang dadaan, okay? Pero kung sasakyan or kung ano bang vehicle or tao, overpass ang tawag sa kanya, okay? Pero specifically for pedestrians, kaya pedestrian overpass. Number 4, academic major, master's degree. Number 5, pen, generic term, and photocopier machine, generic term as well. And then we have music band, heavy traffic volume, that's right. Sideshow presentation, that's right. No parking on either side. Tama to, hindi ko rin to na-discuss. Pero mali ang sabihin no parking on both sides kasi literally, you can't park a car on both sides. You can only park on either. Okay? And number 10, I would like to have refillable iced tea. Refillable. So that's it. We're gonna have a quick 5-minute break. And after that, we'll be back and we will continue our lecture. See ya. Our second topic for today is phrasal verbs. So what are phrasal verbs? From the word itself, phrase, it means it's a combination of multiple words put in a phrase to function as one. Okay? So it's a verb plus a preposition or adverb which creates a meaning. Okay? It means phrasal verbs, they are combined and they have a different meaning once they are put together. So, hindi mo na pwedeng individually lagyan ng meaning yung bawat word. Okay, do you get my point? So, these are examples of phrasal verbs. So, we have the first example. I was brought up in an adventurous home. In this example, when we say brought up, it means dito ho napalaki. Okay, I was raised in an adventurous home. So most probably, everyone has, actually being adventurous is a subjective thing. But as we all know, unang papasok sa isip natin pag binasa natin yung sentence na to, I was brought up in an adventurous home, it simply means that yung family mo or yung parents mo, they love adventure. Like probably outdoor activities, hiking, camping, road tripping, exploring nature. That's my idea of adventure. But again, it's subjective. It's safe to say though that in this sentence, I was brought up in an adventurous home. It means ang tahanan na kinalakan ko ay yung mga tao dito very adventurous. Okay? Next, this seminar brought out my adventurous streak. Bring out means in this term elicit. Okay, so ibig sabihin na trigger yung pagiging adventurous niya sa seminar na to, whether it could be regarding in business or in any field. Okay? A string of bizarre domestic events brought about my adventurous streak, meaning it caused. So, a string of bizarre domestic events. Yung mga pangyayari daw ay nilabas ang kanyang pagiging adventurous. All right. So, we have 4 types of phrasal verbs, namely separable, inseparable, intransitive, 3-word phrasal verbs, and we will be discussing each of these today. So, the first one is separable. From the word itself, we use the root word separate and the suffix able. So, it means able to separate. The object can separate the verb from the preposition, meaning pwede silang maghiwalay yung phrasal verb at versatile ang paggamit niya. In the example given here, I turned off the light. Pwede rin namang I turned the light off. Okay? Pero you have to be knowledgeable enough as to where to separate and what are the words that could be put in between. Kasi baka naman sabihin mo, I turned the off light. Hindi ka nun, ha? Kailangan nasa gitna pa din yung object. I is the subject, turned off is the phrasal verb, at ang object natin ay the light, which is the receiver of the action, right? So, I turned the light off. It's either after the before the object or the object is in between the phrasal verb. Hindi pwedeng pag-mix-mix kasi pag pinag-mix-mix mo yan, magiging grammatically incorrect na. Okay, another example is, you have to do over this paint job. Ma'am, ano ba yung term na do over? Ngayon ko lang yan narinig. Exactly. That's why I'm gonna explain it to you. But first, coffee. So, you have to do over this paint job. Ibig sabihin, ng do-over, ulitin. Kailangan mong ulitin because probably in the first layer, hindi pa siya ganun ka vivid yung kulay or yung pigment ng paint, hindi pa siya ganun ka visible. So, you have to do over this paint job. So, again, this paint job, yun yung object natin. Ilalagay natin siya sa gitna ng phrasal verb. Okay? So, you have to do this paint job over. Yan yung tamang pag-separate ng ating separable phrasal verbs. Marami pa tayong separable phrasal verbs. Makikita nyo yan later. May mahaba tayong listahan of different phrasal verbs. Now, let's talk about inseparable. Kung meron tayong separable, meron din naman tayong inseparable. And as you know, the prefix in, ginagawa niyang the opposite of something. Okay? So, hindi pwedeng paghiwalayin ang phrasal verbs na to because they are always together. They're always supposed to be together. Okay? One of them is called for, ran into, got over, or get over. Okay. Hindi kasi pwedeng sabihin the situation called a series of urgent solutions for. Bakit? Kasi ginamitan natin siya ng mga prepositions na hindi mahihiwalay sa verb kasi they always have to be together to form a specific meaning. Okay? Don't ask further questions about it. Ganito lang talaga siya and you just have to accept the fact that these inseparable phrasal verbs are inseparable. So, the situation called for a series of urgent solutions. Called for, ibig sabihin, nangailangan. Carlos ran into his English professor in the hallway. Ran into means nagkasalubong sila sa hallway. Probably unexpectedly, okay? Hindi sila nagplano to meet, but they just randomly ran into each other, okay? Pwede rin naman, while walking in the mall, I ran into my ex. Diba? Sa lahat talaga ng taong makikita mo sa mall, yung ex mo pa talaga. Pero it means, it just goes to show that it was an unexpected meeting. Alright? I got over the flu. Mali pa yung spelling ng flu dito. Anyways, just ignore. Cover ko na lang para di nyo makita. So anyways, I got over the flu, but I don't know if I'll ever get over my broken heart. Diba? Napaka-corny naman talaga ng sentence na to. But anyways, to get over something means gumaling na. Okay? You were sick and then naka-recover ka na. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng got over or get over. I got over pag done na. You're healed. And then get over means hypothetical pa lang yun. Mangyayari pa lang. Okay? Any questions? Okay. Now we have type number 3, intransitive. Intransitive phrasal verbs do not require a direct object anymore. So they can independently exist on their own. For example, he suddenly showed up. Hindi na kailangan ng direct object. Kanina in-explain ko kung ano yung direct object. Subject is the doer of the action. The phrasal verb is the action itself. And the direct object is the receiver of the action. So in this case, if you're using an intransitive phrasal verb, there's no need for you to add a direct object anymore because complete na yung idea, yun, kahit yun lang, okay? The idea is already complete. He suddenly showed up. Understandable. Nagpakita siya bigla, okay? Hindi mo na kailangan ng any other explanation. He suddenly showed up. Nagpakita siya. The children promised to come over, but they never do. The children promised to come over, but they never do. So, ibig sabihin ng come over, bumisita sa bahay. Hey, can you come over to my place this weekend? Let's have a barbecue party. Napaka-arte naman talaga ng barbecue party, di ba? Okay. So, ibig sabihin na to, let's say, POV ng isang lola na hindi nabibisita ng kanilang mga apo. The children promised to come over, but they never do. Diba? So, ibig sabihin ng come over, to visit, pay someone a visit at their home. When we visited Paris, we loved eating out in the sidewalk cafes. Eating out is also an intransitive phrasal verb. Hindi na siya kailangan ng direct object. Okay. Now we have the last one, which is the 3-word phrasal verbs. Okay, 3-word phrasal verbs. No further explanation. Basta 3 words sila sa phrasal verb, okay? Check upon, come up with, get along with, get rid of, look forward to. So let's read the first one. Can you please read it? Jessamine?
The boys promised to check up on the conditions of the summer house from time to time.
Thank you. Now I'm going to ask you, what do you think this phrasal verb means? Yeah, Jessamine?
I promised to check up on to monitor, and to
Exactly.
yeah.
Ibig sabihin to check upon, literally to check if there is any damage at the summer house. Kung nabulabog ba siya ng kahit na anumang bagyo or nagka-tsunami ba dun sa isla or whatsoever. I'm assuming that the summer house is located in a tropical area, right? So, check upon, to monitor, or to literally go there and check the area. Number 2, after years of giving nothing, the old parishioner was able to come up with $1,000 donation. Okay, so let me ask Mina, are you already here? Mina? Si Mina at saka si Shai, andito sila pero wala sila dito. Okay, anybody else? Okay, Kay, how about you, Kay? Can you please
The
read
ma-
number 2?
Number 2, after years of giving nothing, the old parishioner was able to come up with $1,000 donation.
What do you
I
think this 3-word phrasal verb means? Come up with.
I think come up with means suggest or to think of.
To think of.
Something or suggest.
Suggest. Okay. Well, close. Okay. In this situation, the context, according to the context, after years of giving nothing, the old parishioner was able to come up with. It means gather $1,000 donation. Okay. So, hindi siya nakapagbigay after several years, pero nakapag-gather siya ng $1,000 para i-donate. Okay?
Produce.
Number 3, I found it hard to get along with my brother when we were young. How about you, Joe Angeline?
I found it hard to get along with my brother when we were young. Parang they're not compatible po when they were growing up.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you so well. Can you speak a little louder?
They're not compatible when they were growing up.
Yes, exactly. Hindi nagkakasundo. All right, the citizens tried to get rid of. To get rid of something, what does that mean, Zyro?
Parang ano ma'am, ine-eliminate po nila.
Eliminate. Okay. Ang tataas pala ng level ng vocabulary ng mga students dito. Okay, I always look forward to the beginning of a new set or look forward to. We already know this term. No further explanation needed. So, ngayon, magpapresent ako ng iba't ibang common phrasal verbs. Hindi nyo naman kailangan i-screenshot kasi magpa-provide naman ako ng PDF copy of this presentation. So, i-review nyo yan later. Pero, kung gusto nyo, right now, pwede nyo i-screenshot. Kasi mamaya meron tayong sasagutan na exercise. Pero sige, exercise muna bago sagutan. Tingnan natin kung kaya nyo without explanation, okay? Nasaan yung exercise, guys? Nawawala. Na-delete! There's actually an exercise here, but the slideshow was deleted. But anyways, okay, sige. Let's go through this. Are you familiar with these common phrasal verbs, guys? So we have the first one is ask out. When you are being asked out by someone, it simply means that someone is inviting you on a date. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic date. It could be a friendly date or father and daughter date, mother and daughter date. She asked me out on a date, okay? Catch up with. Reach the same position or level as someone. Ay, alam ko na kung nasan yung exercise. Wait lang. Nasa iba siyang PDF file. Can you guys wait for me for a sec? I know where I put the PDF file. I just have to. Mhm. It's in a printable PDF file. That's why it's not in the slideshow anymore. Ayan, nakita ko na siya. Okay. Isesend ko siya sa inyo dito. And sasagutan natin. This is just an assessment test, okay? Titingnan ko lang kung ano ng level nyo kahit na hindi natin na-discuss yung common phrasal verbs, okay? Everyone ba part na kayo ng Schedule 2.0? Kung part na kayo nun, pwede ko dun i-send. Or kung hindi ko dun isa-send, sige, dito na lang. What is the date today? May 1, right? So here, just in case you would like to have a copy on your device, but I think I should just share my screen. Okay. Number 1, mag-rotation tayo. Jessamine, 1, 2, 3, 4. Kung hindi magpa-participate si Mina at si Shai, magsiskip tayo. So, ikaw, Zyro, okay? Alternate kayong 4. Alright. So, number 1, let's try it.
Please fill out the form before submitting it.
Okay, we all agree that the answer is D, right? Okay, number 2.
She finally got over her fear of speaking in public.
Got over. Very good. That is correct. Letter C. Number 3.
Ano yun?
Sino na ba yung next?
Ako pa rin ba?
Hindi, yung next na pala, guys. Alternate kayo. Basta after nung isa, yeah, okay? So, who's next kay Jessamine?
Don't forget to hand in your assignment by Friday.
Hand in your assignment. Okay, that is correct. Next.
He decided to give up smoking for his health.
Give up smoking for his health. Okay, number 5. I think si Zyro na to.
I pick out an old friend at the mall.
Are you sure?
Came across.
Okay, came across is the correct answer. Number 6.
Keep up. She is trying to keep up with her classmates.
Okay, keep up with her classmates. Number 7. Please blank the incorrect answers.
Cross out the incorrect answers.
Okay, cross out. Next, number 8. He couldn't blank the math problem.
He couldn't figure out the math problem.
Okay, very good. Number 9. The company plans to
Tear down all building.
tear down the old building. The old building, sorry. Pag ang kasunod ay vowel sound, ang pag-pronounce natin dito sa the ay the old building, okay? Number 10. Sorry, this is grammatically incorrect. So dapat wala to. Okay, can you answer it?
Finally asked her out.
Asked her out.
Uh,
He finally asked her out. Okay, number 11. Please blank your toys after playing.
Please clean up your toys.
Are you sure?
Put away your toys.
away?
Okay, letter B is put away. The correct answer is put away. Number 12. I need to blank my essay before submitting it.
Go over.
Yes, go over is the correct answer. Number 13. She wants to blank painting as a hobby.
Take up.
Take up. All right. I tried to blank more information online.
Find out.
Find
Figure
out
out.
more information. Okay, everyone agrees that the right answer is B, right?
Yes.
Okay, number 15.
Get
He was
on.
late but
on.
managed to blank the bus.
Get on.
Okay, get
The
on the
bus.
bus. 16, they decided to blank the baby after her grandmother.
Name after. After. Oh no.
Name the baby after.
No.
So, tama, letter B, pero name lang yung nandito. Okay, they decided to name the baby after her grandmother.
Her grandmother,
Pwede
yeah.
rin namang, they decided to name after, they decided to name the baby after her grandmother.
Yeah.
Grammatically incorrect na siya pag binago pa natin yung structure.
After. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Okay. So, dapat ang choices dito ay tanggalin natin yung after, no? Nakakalito siya. Number 17. She really blank her mother.
Takes after her mother.
Takes after her mother, ibig sabihin they resemble in physical or pwede rin namang in character. Right? Number 18. Please blank the lights before leaving.
Shut off.
Cut.
Shut off. Cut. No.
Cut out na lang siguro kasi di nakapagbayad. Huy! I'm just kidding. Ang tamang term ay bonus na lang to guys kasi dapat talaga dito turn off, okay? Bonus na lang si number 18. Number 19, I didn't understand so the teacher blanked the mistake.
Pointed out.
Okay. He had to blank the project again.
Do.
Do over the project again, yes. She promised to blank the book next week.
Hand in.
Pwede kasing put away, pwede ring hand in, pwede ring give back. Pero ano ba yung logical answer? Kasi pag sinabing promise,
Hand in.
dapat give back the book
Give
next
back.
week. 'Di ba? Kasi hiniram niya. Parang common sense na lang. Hiniram niya yung book eh. So, isosoli niya raw next week. Okay? Hand in kasi, alam niyo naman, pag homework or written output or any assignment, ginagamit natin yung hand in, right? Okay, number 22, the manager will blank while the boss is away.
Take over.
Okay, please blank of the restricted area.
Keep out.
Keep out, yes. He couldn't blank the noise during the exam.
Get through.
He couldn't get through the noise during the exam.
Cut out.
Okay. Ang tamang sagot dito is, wait lang ha. Kasi naalala ko sa number 24 na to, nalito din kami lahat eh. Kasi pag cut out the noise during the exam,
Get through.
get through. Wait a minute. Okay, ang tamang sagot ay letter B, get through the noise. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya makapag-focus during the exam kasi maingay. Okay? Number 25, I need to blank the correct answer. Meron na agad sagot. Pick out, right? Kasi naka-bold. She forgot to blank at the right station.
Get off.
Okay, get off at the right station. Okay. Number 27, he worked hard to
Take up the task on time.
get
Huh?
through the task on
Okay.
time. Get
Okay.
through means tapusin, right? Next,
Please think over this decision carefully.
Okay, think over this decision carefully. Pag-isipan mabuti. The teacher told us to blank our papers.
Hand in.
And lastly, number 30, she tore down or tore up? Tore down is parang, it's a structure, building. Pero pag paper, tear it up, right? So, she tore up the paper into small pieces. Yun yung tamang term. Okay? So, anyways, may nakaschedule na magpa-virtual coaching sa akin after this lecture. Sino pa yung gusto? Let me know, please. I will stop the recording and we'll upload a replay of this today.